Today marks 1189 days lessons I learned and continue to learn with all of you. I hope that these insights will inspire you, support your dreams, help you achieve your goals, and really empower you to become the person that you want to become. Today I want to speak about mental energy because I think that mental energy sometimes is not very well taught about. Even though that is such an important topic, because if you really want to learn, develop, grow, improve, what you need to do? You need to have mental capacity. And if you want to have mental capacity, that means you need to have mental energy. How long are you able to work on yourself? How long are you able to develop yourself? How long you're able to really improve yourself? Because sometimes you can read a book after 15 minutes, you already have mental fog because your mental energy is low. So that means that we need to discuss, okay, what do I need to do to develop the mental energy that could work all day long on the things that matter and still feel mentally ready, mentally energized. I think it's very, very important because that's why so many people who actually achieve success, they're able to really be energized all day long, not just by physical energy, by mental energy as well, because those are so different. Sometimes you can have so much energy with your body, but you don't have any energy with your mind anymore. So that means that you have maybe some kind of office job and you're working all day long and your brain gets dead sometimes. But you have so much energy with body because you never use the body. So that means those are totally different, mental energy and physical energy. But we need to understand, okay, how we're able to increase our mental energy. And I think the first one, we need to understand that even though it is different, physical energy and mental energy, but they are quite related. That means the more physical energy you have a lot of times, the more leads into mental energy as well. So what do you need to do? We need to exercise regularly. We need to develop ourselves. Like even with financial, could eat nutritious food, actually brain boosting foods. Understanding okay, what are nutritions that actually helping me? At the same time, we're able to really stay hydrated. Of course, your brain is lacking food, but then you could go foggy faster, start even hurt. Because people always say that sometimes the headache is coming from lack of hydration, lack of water. And again, if you lack of water, you will not be mentally ready. So of course, you need to make sure that your physicality is in shape, in good shape, that you could potentially have mental energy. That's the first one. Number two is optimize mental health. That means manage stress. If you have a massive stress, you have anxiety, nervousness, it's very hard to have energy because your energy is thinking about the problem. And the thing that what I learned about what description about this depressive state, depression, is that you constantly thinking about the same problem over and over and over again, and the same problem becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. So that means when you think about the problem, that using that mental energy. So after that, you don't have the mental energy to do the things that actually could help you for thinking about solutions because you're thinking using your mental energy on the things that doesn't serve you. Another thing that we need to understand that we need to challenge those negative thoughts, really making sure that we're able to really put those really right thoughts to ourselves. And sometimes the best thing to do is connect with others. Connect with others and share your thoughts and express those thoughts. And because a lot of times when you're able to get better perspective, we're able to change those thoughts. Number three is build strong cognitive habits. And I think that one of the best things that for our mental energy is really being able to focus on one thing at a time. It's just crazy. I think that we sometimes you don't even realize how jumping from one thing to another really drains our energy. Because really jumping from one thing to another is requires a lot of time to really get back to where it used to be. So somebody is working 2 hours on one thing and one thing only is so much more productive than doing like every half an hour jumping on something else. So being able to have those time blocks, really making sure that you really work very, very, very effective with your productivity with those block times, I think it's very, very essential. At the same time, we need to take those breaks. I think that if you work 5 hours straight without taking any kind of breaks of 5 minutes or really refreshing yourself, I think that you're not becoming, you become less and less and less productive. I think sometimes it's much more productive to get yourself 15 minutes break, get your productivity up, mental energy up, and for those next 2, 3 hours, be able to be so much more productive. Besides, like if you're not taking break, you will not be able to increase that productivity. And I think at the same time, be able to really learn new skills. Learn new skills. I think that is improving mental capacity and energy as well. Number four is mind your environment. So that means where do you live? Where do you work? So that means declutter your home, declutter your office, declutter your table. I think it's very, very important for mental energy to really being able to have that minimalistic view around yourself because the more clean your environment, the more clean your head. And that's why sometimes people say like, okay, I need to, if you want to check if you are very, very depressed, you could look into how your home looks like. And sometimes the first step to do is just clean your home. Because clean home gives you a win that you can use to really do other success. At the same time, we need to limit our distractions. It means that our environment could be a lot of distractions. For example, if your working room and it has some kind of TV and you turn on TV, and of course distractions coming in, like some kind of things that's coming up, or maybe you working and you have a YouTube tab open. That's just a massive distraction. So you're of course not able to really have that mental energy to do the things that you need to do because you just constantly distracted. And distractions is taking a massive drainage on your mental energy. And at the same time, of course, we want to really seek natural light as much as we can. Now, of course, sometimes we don't have an option, but I think that we need to seek, okay, how are we able to really improve our productivity by natural light as well? And there are small things, but there's a lot of things that we can potentially. Number five is leverage brain enhancing activities. I think this is very, very, very powerful. Number one is practice meditation. And I really learned recently that meditation is not about really having ability to really have clear mind all the time. Not that's not the purpose of meditation. Meditation is about really being able to really, when you thinking about all things, bringing back to being present. And you go out again and you're thinking about all the things and you bring back. And it's a very powerful thing because now when you really going through life and you have so many thoughts, you're able to bring back to present. And this is a very, very powerful tool to have. Because in business and everything, you need to bring back into present moment to make sure that you're able to listen, you're able to explain yourself. There's so many things that benefit. At the same time, be able to engage in creativity tasks. So really that means that we are able to use our mental energy on creating things, innovating things, inventing things to make sure that we're able to use that capacity of our mental energy as well. The more you use it, the more you have it. Because I love that creativity is something that the more you give, the more you create, the more creativity you get. Because the less create, you lose the creativity muscle. At the same time, we need to read. I think that is very, very important to read because that increase our capacity, mental energy as well. Number six, I think that we need to really monitor our really. I mentioned the nutrition part, but for me, that sometimes we can really monitor what we can do besides that. Maybe we can supplement because sometimes our body is just crazy how eat different supplement. For example, I just know by my doctor said that I always need to take B vitamin supplement because my body just eats B vitamins as candy. And it means you need to understand like, how your supplementation, how your nutrition looks like. And sometimes if you are lacking some supplements, will not have that mental energy because B vitamin is one essential. D vitamin is very essential to have the energy necessary to make things happen. And the last one, I think that is very important as well to have the mental energy. Stay inspired. Stay inspired. Stay inspired to really pursue things, be motivated, be aspired, like so many things because when you really pursue something very very meaningful, fulfilling, going after your calling, after your purpose, it's much easier to really be mental shit and strong. But if you're not pursuing something that is important for you, that is draining your mental energy. Now we need to understand that when you really start something new, it will take a lot of your mental energy and you're not able to do a lot of things because you feel drained at the end of the day. But that you're supposed to be happy about it because when you truly change a lot of things, that moment you're of course you use so much energy to do things and then your mind is still thinking, but at that moment is a muscle is working. So it means that the more times you do that, your mind, your muscle becomes better and better and better because sometimes they do the same thing for a year or 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, decade. At that moment, to start something new, even harder because your muscle of doing something new is totally very, very small. So I think that's why it's always very important to challenge yourself, do something you've never done before, because really able to really challenge our mental energy to improve that energy. Because when you use energy, you get energy. That's the way to go. So that when you lack energy, the most important thing to do is give energy because when you give energy, you get energy back. So I hope that you reflect as well. How often do you do something that's really good to challenge your mental energy? Because I think that is very, very important because mental energy will be one thing that will dictate how far we can go in life as well. So I hope you choose something and see you tomorrow.